Brujas, and welcome back to my channel. As usual, it's your girl Moki, the Pastel Bruja, aiding you on your spiritual journey, one pastel post, podcast, YouTube video, wherever I can get it to you at a time. So welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to share with you a quick, simple spell for when you're feeling groggy, when you can't seem to get yourself motivated, when you are lacking mental clarity, you just can't focus. You're just trying to get inspired, motivated to get back into doing what it is you do. This is a little spell that I like to do when I'm feeling that way. I have personally been feeling that way. Today, I'm starting to already get this, that feeling kind of lifted. It was pouring outside and now the sun is peeking through, and I feel like it just washed away some of the gunk that was today. But nonetheless, I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to be using some things that are a little bit harder to find. I feel like I did that in my last video as well, but I will also be showing y'all some things that you can use that are very easy to get your hands on, and I'll be telling y'all some replacements you can use in case you cannot find any of these things. So you guys know candle magic is my #1 way to do spells and manifest and things of that nature. So we are definitely going to be doing a candle spell today. I have a blue spell for clarity, for focus, for just peaceful, tranquil vibes as well. And I've gone in and just, as you can see, there's like words that I've written on it. You can go ahead and write what it is you're trying to seek. I'm trying to get more motivated. I'm trying to focus more on my goals. I'm eliminating any negative energy that is blocking me from achieving the goals, etc., etc. And once you get that, you're going to address your candle with a few things. Before we get to that part, I am going to say on your altar, I recommend having fluorite. I have a couple of different types of fluorite. This is a lavender fluorite tower. This is a yttrium bearing fluorite tower that has like those cool layers in it. What else I've got here? I've got this fluorite little flower. I'm gonna just move this in a little bit. I also have some garnierite that's there. This pink tourmaline tower has just been there, so I'm not moving it. And then I have my chunky fluorite pill, the chill pill, if you will. This is definitely a chill pill. A focus pill is more like it, because we know that fluorite helps us with mental clarity and to focus. So now that you've got your altar all decked out in the fluorite, you're going to dress your candles with a few things. Now, I'm going to be using Abre Camino oil. As you can tell, this is a very old bottle. It does not have a lot left. I need to go to my grandmother's old Botanica to get some next time I go to New York. I'm also going to be using some Santa Clara powder. This is a little bit harder to find. If you have a Botanica near you, you will probably be able to find it there. I'm pretty sure that online Botanicas will have it as well. So if you are having trouble, look on Etsy for Santa Clara powder. They also have Abre Camino powder, Abre Camino oil, and Abre Camino floor and like house wash that I have somewhere here as well, but I've been using a lot of it. So that, and then the herbs you are going to use are going to be nettle, peppermint, and St. John's wort. So nettle is good for clearing out negative energy. It's a protective herb as well, but it also helps stimulate courage, and it says winning arguments on here, but just really asserting yourself and standing up for what you want. So it gives you a little bit of confidence. Peppermint is actually good for mental clarity. It says to aid mental strength during times of difficulty. It's also, like it says, supports psychic and verbal communication. So it helps you reestablish that line of communication with whatever it is you communicate with, God, your spirits, your saints, your ancestors, etc. It also clears out negative energy. And we also have St. John's wort, which is kind of a combo of both, if I'm not mistaken. It does get rid of negative energy. It's good to ward off evil, and it just is just an infusion of energy when feeling drained or tired. So you're gonna take your candle. What I usually do is start with the oil first, because that'll kind of give it a base to have everything else stick on. Realistically, everything is not going to stick on your candle. That is fine. Come on. I'm trying not to pour the whole little bit that is left, because you really don't need a lot. Okay. So you got your 3 little drops. You're just going to massage it onto the candle. Try to avoid the wick because you don't want it to blow up in flames when you light it. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my Santa Clara powder. Now there's a lot more of this in this bottle, so I am just going to put a little bit in the cap of it. I don't really mind if some gets on my altar, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some, and also some has fell in the little tray that I'm gonna put the candle in, so I'm not mad about that. We're just gonna do the same thing that we did with the oil. And then you can attempt to do the same thing with your herbs. I'm gonna show you a quick way to do it, but don't get like too caught up in making them stick. Sometimes if you have enough oil and you just stick the candle in the bag of herbs like so, you'll get a few that sticks onto it. I'm not expecting a lot to stick just because I did not use a lot of oil, and then the oil that I did use got soaked up by the powder that I put on it. So I have some of the peppermint on the candle. As you can see, it's not sticking too much, but I'm going to show you another way you can do it. We all know that this is how I stick my candles to the tray, just burning the bottom a little bit until the wax sets. So like I was saying, if you can't get any of your herbs to stick to the candle, you can take a pinch. This is that St. John's wort. I'm just going to sprinkle some into the tray. You can sprinkle some over the candle. What did I just stick that? That was the peppermint. So then I'm going to take the nettle as well and just sprinkle a little bit into the tray. And like I said, it's not a huge deal if it doesn't stick to your candle, and it's not a huge deal if you make a mess of your altar, because we all know that it's a mess. I'm still going to take a little bit of the peppermint because I don't have as much as I would like on the candle, so I'm going to put some. We got ourselves a nice little bed of herbs. Now I will say we do need to be careful for that once we start burning, because we don't want when the candle gets very low for all of this to start catching on fire. So keep your eyes on this spell. This is not a spell that you could just light and then go to work. I highly recommend being in the same room, or at least being in the house. I do also want to say I tend to show these spells with the chime candles. You can also do this with a 7-day candle, a 3-day candle, any candle that you can find, really. It doesn't have to be a chime candle. I just use these because I get them at Pressed. They are 2 for $1, and I always have them on hand because I bought a whole bunch when we first got them, and I just have a ton on hand, so that's what I've been using. But you can use any candle that you wish to use. And with that being said, we're pretty much done. We're just gonna go ahead and light our candle, let it burn, and just charge it with intention. You can always say affirmations around it. You can recite what you have written on your candle around it, and just really charge it with the energy that you want it to bring your way. And that's how we're going to end this quick and simple spell, Brujas. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit insightful, and if you use it and it works, please let me know down in the comments below. Also comment if you would like, what other types of spells you would like to see me do in the future. I've done a money jar, I've done a couple of candle spells, some cauldron spells, but I want to know what kind of spells you want to see, what kind of spells you need for your life, because I'm here to help y'all out. So I hope this one helps y'all out, and let me know what can help you out in the future. But most importantly, stay beautiful, keep shining, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.